He never meant to walk away. He never cursed God. Never left the church. Never denied his faith. He just stopped praying. No one noticed. Not even him. At first. But heaven did. And that silence would cost him more than he ever expected. He once woke up before the sun. Eyes swollen from sleep. Knees already bent. He'd whisper into the dark. Words full of gratitude. Childlike awe. Thank you for today, Lord. Use me. Speak to me. He journaled. He fasted. He wept while worshiping in secret. People said he had a fire. But it wasn't a fire he tried to show. It was a friendship with God. And it was real. Then life got louder. A job promotion. Late night editing. Text messages during devotion. Notifications during prayer. He told himself, it's just a busy season. God understands. He skipped one morning prayer. Then a second. Then a week. The Bible stayed closed on his shelf. He still posted scriptures. Still volunteered. Still gave people advice. But the flame, it was flickering. And he didn't notice. Because spiritual drift is silent. He stopped expecting God to speak. Stopped checking in. His prayers, when they came, were rehearsed lines. Half-hearted. Shallow. His worship turned into performance. His ministry became memory. He was active, but hollow. He wasn't in sin, but he wasn't in surrender either. He was lukewarm, and too distracted to feel the cold. He would hear others speak about God's voice, dreams, encounters, conviction, and he'd smile politely. But something in him would ache quietly. Why don't I feel anything anymore? But he never asked God that, because asking would require praying. Then one day, life cracked. A diagnosis, an accident, a loss, a betrayal, a moment. Something hit him so hard. He didn't know who to call. And for the first time in years, he hit his knees. But the words wouldn't come. Not because he didn't want to speak, but because he forgot how. The silence of heaven mirrored the silence of his soul. It wasn't God who moved. It was him. He had drifted far. One silent day at a time. And now, he felt lost. But then, something small, something still, a memory, a whisper. I miss you. He couldn't tell if it was his heart or God's voice. But either way, he broke. That night, he didn't pray like before. No verses. No perfect words. Just tears. And 3 broken sentences. I'm sorry. I need you. Please, don't be far. It was enough. Because with God, honesty is louder than eloquence. He didn't feel fire immediately. He didn't feel peace right away. But he felt something return. Connection. Presence. God hadn't gone anywhere. He was just waiting for an open door. He started praying again. Not out of fear, but hunger. Every quiet moment became an invitation. Every tear, the seed. He didn't fake intensity. He just returned. Imperfect, tired, but real. And God responded. Not with noise, but with nearness. The scriptures came alive again. Worship meant something again. Even silence felt full. He began to speak again. But now from brokenness. From experience. Not from a place of performance, but from restoration. And people noticed. Not the volume, not the stage presence, but the weight in his words. You don't need to have walked away from the church to have walked away from God. Sometimes, we drift without leaving the building. We stop praying and wonder why we feel empty. But here's the truth. God misses you. Still. Now. And He's not asking for a perfect prayer. Just a real one. Come back. He says, I'm still here. Don't wait for a breakdown. Don't wait for a crisis. Return while there's still time to return. Your voice matters to heaven. Heaven has been waiting. Maybe you haven't turned away from God. But maybe you've turned down the volume. Stopped listening. Stopped speaking. Stopped showing up. And now your spirit feels dry. Your fire feels distant. Your prayers feel fake or forgotten. But here's the truth. You don't drift all at once. And you don't have to come back all at once either. Just one whisper. Just one quiet moment with God can begin the return. He hasn't moved. He hasn't stopped loving you. He hasn't closed the door. And no matter how long it's been since you last prayed, He still knows your voice. And He still wants to hear it. If this spoke to you, don't just scroll past. Stop. And say something real right now. Comment below, I want to come back. Let that be your first prayer. And if you know someone who's drifting silently, tag them. Let them know they are not alone. This is Heaven's Pilgrim. And we are all still walking. Step by step. Prayer by prayer. Back to the Father. Thanks for watching.